Hey there, it's me again, Guddeful, and welcome to my 4th episode of Adventure Planes and Planet Coaster. So yeah, this time around we're all over the place. We're doing so much stuff. We're cleaning up. We're starting to cleaning up the front part of the park. I started to build the second coaster in this one. You will see later the Vekoma looping coaster it is, and I decided that I probably should finish the beginning of the park before I move on into more areas in the back of the park, on the other side of the lake and so on. So that's what we start here. We are building more fences and more foliage around the wooden coaster. We're going to add a few small buildings in the backstage area, in the main street, and adding a little bit detail to the already existing buildings. We're not finishing the main street area. That is something I'm planning to do on the next two episodes. I have to see how inspired I am to finish the main street and how fast I can do it. So now you can see me building the custom lamp for the lighting in this area, and I like the lamp, but I'm not quite sure if I overdid the lighting in this area. Now you can see me place those around the plaza here in front of the wooden coaster, and I kind of like it, but maybe I overdid it a little bit and overused the lighting, because of the fact how lighting works in the game. All the lights just have this small spot they illuminate, and are not very don't have a very wide area of effect. I don't know if that's really realistic, but that's the reason why I used so many lights, so the plaza is really lit up. And here you can see me trying to add a little spotlight to the wooden coaster. It ends up being okay-ish, but not that great. Now you can see me starting the looping coaster. This one has a special, a little special to it, because I really wanted to have it some kind of path interaction. So I decided to build some kind of not really a tunnel, but a small valley. I don't know the right English word right now, but in fact the coaster goes under the path. So it dives 2 times under the path and then comes back up again to the normal level. So the first drop goes beneath the path and goes into the looping, how you can see here, and then proceeds to go through the corkscrew elements in the second act of the coaster above the terrain. And the path will go over this section of the track here with a little bridge, and that will happen 2 times. So you have this encased area inside of the coaster. So in the middle of the coaster there will be a Flatride and a restaurant and a little seating area and so on. Regarding the Flatride, you will see me doing something really stupid this episode, and I can't believe that I didn't notice it, but we'll come to that later, just so to tease you a little bit. Yeah, so now here we're adding the walls and how it's called. I know the word, but it won't come to me right now. The fortification of the small tunnel the coaster's going through. And now we're starting to build a bridge. This one will be later copied over to the other bridge part we have on the other side at the second drop going on, so I don't have to build it twice. It shouldn't be something really special. It's just some very easy bridge with very high fencing here, so little children or people in general can't fall over the fence and drop into the coaster tunnel. I don't know how to call it. It's not a tunnel. It really annoys me right now that I don't know how to call it. Not valley. It's like doesn't matter. we're adding a few lights to the bridge, and the bushes you can see there right next to the bridge I used to cover up those small ditches in the terrain, which really can't be removed because we still have path collision. While we don't have a terrain collision and object collision anymore, which is great, we still have path collision. I don't know if that is something that can be taken away somewhere in the future, but right now we still have it. So if you remove the path under remove the terrain under a path and then want to bring it up again, the path will lay around the hitbox of the path, and so you can't really bring it up so it touches. So I had to use those bushes to cover this up. Maybe I could have used some rock work, but I thought that the bushes look better in this place right now. So now we're adding a little bit of foliage around the coaster and the Flatride we placed there, this octopus carousel thingy. And now we're adding my bane of this episode and probably the episodes to come. This is going to be a small restaurant. I imagine it to be a burger restaurant where you can get some burgers and something to drink, and then sit in the seating area nearby and just wait for your family who's riding the coaster or something. And what is going to really break me in this episode is this roof. You can see me now struggling with it because I didn't get the right octagon shape in. So I just start with one piece and then I try to copy it over and it just doesn't work out. So I return later and try something different again, and this doesn't work either. And so on and so on, and right now I'm in a state where I really don't want to build this roof anymore, but it just looks nice if it's done right. And I want it there, but I don't want to make it. It's just weird. I want to have it, but I don't want to put in the effort to get it right. Maybe I'll just have to leave it alone for a little bit and return later, because right now I'm really annoyed by it and I think I just tackled it wrong. Maybe we have to redo the whole building. We'll see about that. Right now you can see me struggle a little bit more with it. A little bit detailing, not the roof. As you can see, I'm avoiding the open parts. I think it would be. It looks so easy, but it really isn't because of the footprint of the building. I just got that completely wrong. Maybe I have to redo it. Maybe I will experiment on a empty map with it. That sounds like a great idea, actually. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, now you can see me painting the terrain a little bit, putting this sandish this sandish texture under the coaster, which you can very often see at real roller coasters, that there is this rocky sandish texture beneath them, because this is left behind from the building of the coaster, from all the trucks and so on. And yeah, now you can see me adding lights into this little not tunnel, whatever you want to call it. God damn it. And yeah, now you can see me not forgetting the transfer track. I don't know how realistic the transfer track ends up to be in this episode, but I think it's okay-ish. Maybe I will work a little bit more with it, but I'm kind of happy that I didn't forget it and it looks kind of realistic. Now you actually can see me doing literally nothing and just looking at what I've done. In-game, that's probably like 10 or 15 minutes of me just scrolling around and looking at the coaster, how it's driving, how it's looking, and just being satisfied with the look of the game. That's something I do quite often. If I build something, just lay back and enjoy what I did. That sounds kind of stupid, I guess, but that's just something I do, and it was here in the footage. Now we start building the station. We're not going to finish it. I think that will happen next episode or the one after that. We're just laying down the footprint and kind of the major look of the building. Now we're adding a little bit of planters to the main street so it just doesn't look so bland, and going over to the blockhouse shop building. I don't know if that was a smart decision by me, because I thought of putting an interior into the area beneath the flat roof I put in right now. But now that will be very difficult. If I want to do it, I will do it. I won't let me be held back by the roof. But it will be a little bit more annoying than it should be. But I have to deal with that right now. Now you can see me adding a little bit of air conditioning system for the shop area, with the gray box art shapes and these sci-fi elements. It's really great to make those machines. Actually, I'm quite surprised how well it works and how easy it is. Are we at the stupid part? No, we are not. But it isn't that long in the future, that far in the future, sorry. Now you can see me changing the color of the roof of the Scandinavian building, and it looked here like it was normally easy, nothing special, but the struggle to click on the different roofs, because I had 3 different buildings for the roof to get the overhang. It was such a pain to get this right. Sometimes this game really makes me crazy, but in the end it worked out quite well. Now a little bit of looking again, walking around the park. How does it look for the guests? Checking sightlines. I guess that's something I did in the beginning. I don't know if it was in the footage, but I deleted some trees in the beginning, so that if you walk over this first bridge that goes over the second drop of the coaster, you can see the looping next to the Flatride. Before I deleted those trees, you couldn't, because they were in front of the looping, and that I didn't want, so I removed them. And for stuff like that, I do this walking around and enjoying my stuff to see how the guests would experience the park and look at things and what can they see if they walk through it. Here we are again, struggling with the roof 2.0, and I'm not finished now, and I don't think I will get finished anytime soon. You see me moving on because I get annoyed of this roof and just do some fencing and decorate the area around the carousel a little bit more. And I think we're coming quite close to the moment where I get really... I don't know what happened here, but yes, I just realized after rewatching the footage that I literally placed the exact same Flatride twice in one episode, and this is just like 4 hours of playing. So I don't know. I will put another one in here or in the area where which is enclosed by the coaster, but I don't know how I could oversee that. That's just very weird. Now you can see me adding a little bit more gardening around the carousel. It's a little bit more garden feeling actually, and than the other stuff. The other foliage just seems very natural and is very natural, and this one is more artificial. Here you can see me add a flower thingy. I again don't know the right English word. I just realized with making these videos how small my vocabulary in English actually is. That's quite scary. I have to get that better. And now I want to add a well, but I realized they're all way too big, like most things in this game, to be honest. So I end up not doing it. I have already an idea what will be going over there, because I want to add a monorail transport system to the park, which goes around the lake. My problem with this was, until this point, that the supports of the monorail will very much destroy the view from above the lake from the side of the wooden coaster, and on the other side that would be an issue, but I don't think I will run it on the side of the lake on the other side, because I don't have the issue that there is no place. Because I can't run the monorail around the lake on this side without moving either out of the park or on the shore of the lake. So my idea is to put custom supports under the monorail. I want to build them out of wood, so it just goes more naturally with the view of the park. So you don't have something that is disturbing you if you are sitting on a bench and just enjoying the view of the lake, or or waiting for your friends that are riding the coaster and looking over the lake. So you just have this natural feeling. You will see next episode where I actually build this, but I like the idea very much, and I hope it will work out like I imagine it will. But I'm quite confident that this is going to happen. Now you can see me taking over this fortification for the tunnel, not tunnel, trademarked right now, this word, that's now mine. Just adding a little bit terraforming here. Now you can see me cover up again these small holes on the side of the bridge, and I think now something will happen. Not right now, but something happened again in this episode. I won't tell right now, but you will see, I think, what happened. Now we're going to put a small forest around the queue for the coaster. I imagine that this part of the park on the left side will be kind of forestish. Maybe I will put a vampire werewolf themed coaster in there and theming area. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's quite fitting for a forest area. Yeah, so now we are cleaning up the station building, now laying down the footprint a little bit more, and building up the walls. Are we there yet? No, we aren't. Here I realized that my transfer track had a little issue with a placement, because right now until now, I imagined that, here we are. I lost footage again. I will keep on explaining shortly, but I lost footage again because I didn't press record, so now I will show you what I did in the time. I just built this real tunnel this time, and added a little bit detail to the building, so it just looks a little bit more finished. And yeah, that's basically all. It's nothing special. I think I lost 20 minutes of building, but still, I lost something that's not good. I have to remind me of pressing record if I want to record. So to the transfer check, I realized it wasn't that realistic in regards of that I wanted to swap the tracks. Right now you can see me that I make this this little thing that goes over to the track, so you have a normal switch, because you can't swap the tracks with each other, so you have to swap the direction the train goes to get it on the transfer check. I hope you understand what I meant. And now I'm kinda happy with it, but it's not what I planned in the beginning. And we are ending the footage right now, I realize. So thanks you guys for watching. I will leave you with a little bit of screenshots right now. And if you like the video, feel free to subscribe, leave a like and comment. And yeah, every Sunday I upload one of these. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I see you on the next one. Bye bye!